Hey folks, David York here. I'm out here in the shop servicing my own personal bike. I'm kind of in between a couple of projects right now, so I had a few minutes to go ahead and do this. It's 35,000 mile service on a 2019 Roadmaster, so it's not a major service. The other thing I'm doing is changing the battery. So that's what I'm talking to you about today. The Duracell battery on the right is the battery that was in it. Been in there a little over 3 years. You kind of notice it's starting to crank the bike a little slower lately. The battery still tests good, so every bike that comes in that we do service on, we're going to get our battery tester out and test it. We're going to print a receipt like this. So this is the receipt for the Duracell battery in front of you. State of health is 91%, voltage at 12.6, cold cranking amps at 338. And it's rated for 310. So those cold cranking amps in particular are normally, when that battery is new, it's going to be 400 or more cold cranking amps is what it's going to test at. When cold cranking amps wears down closer to what the battery is actually rated for, then that's when you're going to start to notice it starting to crank the engine a little slow. Otherwise, it's healthy, and we'll end up leaving the battery here in the shop and using it for spare or whatever we might need a battery for. I'm going to install the battery on the left today. The red battery is a lithium battery, so I'm going to take the leap into that world and see what that's all about. This one in particular is a LiFePO battery, so it's a lithium iron phosphate battery, which from what I understand is better than a lithium ion battery from the standpoint of it's more extreme temperature tolerant, meaning, well, I'm here in Tennessee, so this is going to withstand any temperature range that we see, even from the coldest days to the hottest days. So, and pretty much most places in the country, it's going to be just fine. It's going to start the bike just fine in extreme cold and extreme heat. You can find those graphs online of what kind of temperature ranges they'll operate in. So if you're going to look into the lithium battery world, you want LiFePO, not lithium ion. The lithium battery is about 10 pounds lighter. So, not going to make a big deal to the bike, but always happy to save a few pounds. The lithium battery has what they call a battery management system on it, or a BMS. It's also going to enable Bluetooth to it. So from my phone, I can check the state of health of the battery. I can actually turn the battery on or off from the app on my phone, which is pretty handy because if I needed to see that information, I would be hooking up some other tester to the battery. But this allows me to not have to pull the trunk and the seat to get to the battery. I can just get my phone out, look at the app, see the state of health of the battery, and it's pretty fast, pretty quick, pretty easy to do. So that part's nice. Anytime we change batteries, we're going to spray all the terminals with some battery terminal protector just to give them a little more protection against corrosion. And I went ahead and made this little tool here, very, very simple little tool, but in these 111 bikes, the battery is installed under the seat, and in a battery container under the seat, and it's kind of tight in there. It can be a challenge to get out sometimes. So made this little tool, just a couple of long bolts, wooden dowel rod, cut it down, drilled me a couple of holes, and installed some O-rings underneath the dowel to hold it up here. So now you lift that battery straight out of the bike. Something else I like to do is write the month and date on batteries when we install batteries. This way, just gives us that data point, takes all the guesswork out of when a battery was installed. Something else we like to do is clean out your battery compartment. We'll in this case, just use a shop vac to vacuum out your battery compartment, which we would also do if in your airbox, if this is a Challenger or Pursuit, the PowerPlus systems or bikes have the airbox in the frame. We vacuum all that out when we pull your air filter out and replace it too. But So this has already been vacuumed out. It's ready for the new battery to go in. The lithium battery that's going in it has 2 pairs of battery posts. So on this side, we're going to hook up power and ground for the bike. And then on the other side, any other accessories that need to go get connected to the battery, we're going to do from this side. That way we're not stacking a bunch of ring terminals on this side of the battery, which we all do it because you don't have a lot of choices. But now that I have a choice, I'm going to go ahead and separate those out. That way I'm not stacking a bunch of these ring terminals on top of one another, which I think can potentially lead to a few different problems. So I have the heated gear, and so there's my ring terminals that go to my connector for that. So I'm going to set the camera down, work on installing this battery for you, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. And there we go. We've got us a nice fit in there. We've got our bike power and ground here on this side. We've got our other terminals on the others, our ring terminals on the other side for our heated gear. Nice and neat. All right, folks, that'll do it for today. And remember, you got to bring your Indian motorcycle to the York way to have it serviced the way it was meant to be.